If you're going to build a small roadster, partnering up with Mazda to use the bones from the MX-5 Miata isn't a bad idea at all. And that's exactly what Fiat has done to bring us this, the 124 Spider. And this one here is the Abarth, which is the most performance-oriented one in the lineup. On the outside, the Fiat is a fair bit different than the Mazda with its own sheet metal that's flatter and 5.5 inches longer overall. Styling inspiration borrows from the original 124 with cues like the inset headlights, grille, hood ripples, and side character lines. The Abarth strikes a more aggressive stance with specific fascias, gunmetal accents, and 17-inch gunmetal wheels. Overall, I do like the more mature appearance, but I like the Mazda better. The visual differences are less apparent when you head into the interior. Minus different gauges, door panels, small trim pieces, and badges, it's a Miata interior. But it is quieter when rolling around town when the top is up because it's got an acoustic windshield, thicker rear glass, and more sound insulation. As for tech, it's also Mazda stuff, which is not the worst thing in the world. In the 124, it's called Fiat Connect with a 7-inch touchscreen, Bose audio, navigation, and satellite radio. It's an intuitive system that's a little slow to switch between menus, and unfortunately, it can't run Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And then for safety, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and rear parking sensors can be had as options. Where the 124 deviates a lot from the Miata is in the engine compartment. Instead of Mazda's 2-liter naturally aspirated 4 with 181 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, power comes from Fiat's 1.4-liter turbo 4 with 164 horses, 184 pound-feet, and burbly exhaust note. Put it in sport mode and peak torque is available from 2,500 RPMs and stays strong through the high 5,000s before tapering off. So you got good mid-range grunt that around a track like Western Michigan's Gingerman Raceway is great to get down straights and out of quarters with a slick shifting 6-speed manual transmission and perfectly placed pedals for rev matching. The engine's main problem is that it's got noticeable turbo lag going on, that on the street in stop and go situations isn't ideal. Not much happens when you roll away from a stop and then boom, you got power. It is efficient though, returning an EPA estimated 26 miles per gallon in the city and 35 miles per gallon on the highway. Ride and handling of the Abarth on the street is compliant enough on the Bilstein dampers and uprated springs. Impacts are felt, but it isn't crashy, making it a fine cruiser for normal commutes and road trips. Then, when you drive it hard, it's darty, but not quite as darty as the Miata, partly because it weighs 138 pounds more than the Mazda. Turning for corners is muted ever so slightly. You feel the weight load up on the outside tire and then it just goes, while things happen more rapidly in the Mazda. Through Gingerman's high-speed transitions at turns 8 and 9, weight transfer is again more pronounced, and then when it takes a set, there's good grip from the Bridgestone tires. Now, I'm not saying that the Fiat is bad, it's just got a slightly less hyperactive personality than the Mazda. But the thing is that it's still a handler with a balanced chassis that you can have a lot of fun with, be it on a back road, or on a track hanging tight around turns, or sideways with the torquier engine. The 2019 Fiat 124 Spider Abarth starts at about $31,000 with destination, keeping in the ballpark with its Mazda relative. With options though, this car here punches in at a little over $35,000. Still not too bad. What would I do? I like snappier reflexes, more linear power delivery, and the look of the Mazda more. So that's my call, but for someone who prefers a bit tamer ride, I'd totally understand them getting a Fiat. So, do you like the Fiat? Would you take it over the Mazda? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, make sure to like it. And for more videos like this, subscribe to Roadshow's YouTube channel.